Alrighty, let's go. Welcome back into the Skooshi Sport Podcast Origin Game 3 Decider Review. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was hoping this would not be the case. New South Wales have won the decider 30-12, and boy, did they do it in a grand fashion. They absolutely spanked Queensland Maroons on their home deck. I did not see this coming whatsoever. It was an absolute ambush. Complete ambush. I'm not going to sit here as a Queensland fan and make excuses whatsoever. I know there's plenty of Queensland fans who will be out there blaming the refs at whatsoever. We'll get into the reffing and the bunker and that sort of thing in a little bit. It did not dictate the result though. 100%, you have to give credit to New South Wales. Just before we get way too deeper into it, please understand I'm fully giving credit to New South Wales for their win. 5 tries to 3. It was an absolute onslaught. They are on their game from minute 1 all the way to minute 80. They hardly slipped up whatsoever. Maroons were just not on from the get-go. The first 20 minutes was a big key. We held on till that 15th minute. And then once New South Wales got that first try of Nathan Cleary, it felt, especially that second try by Nathan Cleary, it felt all over Red Rover. I know it was only 12-0 then, but the South Wales are just on. It was an absolute ambush, and full credit to New South Wales. They're 100% the better team on the night. We can talk about the other previous 2 games and what the results should have been there, but in this game alone, New South Wales absolutely deserved to win this one. They were by far, in a way, the better team on the night, and I don't think it was particularly close. I was quite surprised Queensland had some form of a sniff in that second half there, and it could have been even closer for a little bit there, but I cannot believe there were a couple of instances in the second half that Queensland could have been with it in a try of New South Wales, because I just thought New South Wales were clearly the better team. We were just chasing the tail all night long. Nathan Cleary has had his moment. He's had his origin moment. Queensland fans have... Look, we've enjoyed seeing Nathan Cleary not have his moment. He's destroyed at Clubland. He's a fantastic, fantastic player. Not have his big origin moment yet because it's resulted in Queensland winning series. I don't think Nathan Cleary's ever won a decider. And then to particularly go up to Suncorp, have his moment like, Joey Johns did back in 2005. Mitch Moses did it in 2024. Really has closed the book of feuds on what the career of Nathan Cleary is like, because he will be a future immortal. He's won 4 premierships now. He's gone to 5 grand finals. He nearly took them to a 6th grand final last year. He won a few origins now, but the big one, he's won a World Cup. The big one holding him back was definitely the fact that he's not dominated an origin series before. He hasn't won the Wally Lewis medal before, and particularly has not dominated an origin game going up to Suncorp, particularly to win the series as well. The only thing he doesn't have left, essentially, the Dally M medal, which is probably a $1.10 favourite to go win the Dally M medal at the moment. But massive props, massive credit to Nathan Cleary. That was his shot. So much pressure on Nathan Cleary, right, to go up to Brisbane and to... I know it's a team sport, but that was really, really big moment for him in his career to go up and do it. If he went up and didn't play a good game and Queensland won that game, the media would have just been absolutely all over him. He set the tone right from the get-go. 2 tries in the first 25 minutes. Very, very impressive. He stripped the ball as well for Cam Murray's try. He was just very impressive. Absolute wonderful game by Nathan Cleary. Player of the match. Played the series. Very, very good game by Nathan Cleary, and has all but settled the debate of who the best player is in the NRL at the moment. GOAT debate, we can talk about whether it's, Thurston, whether it's, Joey Johns, whether it's Nathan Cleary now. But that was definitely the one thing that was holding Nathan Cleary back, is the fact that he had not dominated an Origin series, really, and he had not gone up to Suncorp and won a decider like that. And it's a tricky thing, right? Mitch Moses did in 2024, but it was the first time in 20 years. 2005 was the other time when Joey Johns went up and did it, and that really settled the debate about Joey Johns and that sort of that GOAT status for him, right? So massive props to Nathan Cleary. That was definitely the big takeaway from the night, and definitely his moment for sure. I know he'll be absolutely chuffed with that performance. But I really don't think there was I don't want to say a bad player, but for New South Wales, I truly don't think there was a bad player for New South Wales or not. They were just outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Too many errors from Queensland and New South Wales. A good footy team, like a stacked team like New South Wales, will take advantage of that and they will punish you for your mistakes. Just never on from the get-go, Queensland. Just never, ever on. But let's have a look at the stats from the night, and I'll get into the player stats individually and what I thought. But you see the team stats, it heavily favour New South Wales. They're all over us. More possession. Completion rate was a big killer for Queensland. 70% completion rate in an Origin decider is never, ever going to win you a decider. Ever. It was nowhere near good enough. New South Wales, 86%, more than good enough, but 70%, it was not good enough. It's not like it was going for the big play and it was an error. It was simple shit. You know, Cotto dropped the ball, Cole dropped in the first half, and Cape Ball had a couple easy errors. Just basic shit. Real basic shit. And then New South Wales absolutely punished us for it. New South Wales, more runs, more run meters, more post contact, 4-2 line breaks. Queensland had 50 missed tackles. We had 30 of those in the first half as well. 50 missed tackles in an Origin decider is not good enough. It's absolutely not good enough. Average set distance, way more for New South Wales. Just really disappointing by Queensland. I did not expect this performance. Really disappointing. Way more floats in New South Wales, 13-7. And then if we go down, we'll be able to see the errors. It says 13-11 errors. Like, Queensland just made way more errors than New South Wales, particularly in just shit errors. Just really shit errors, to tell you the honest truth. I'm not going to beat around the bush with this performance whatsoever. It was nowhere near good enough by Queensland. But let's get into the players, into New South Wales. So I will start with the winning side, New South Wales. Talked about Nathan Cleary. Definitely played the match and played the series for sure. Had his limelight. That was definitely his moment. It's really, he was unreal. Absolutely outstanding. Tore us an absolute new one. But starting from pretty much 1 to 19, James Tedesco, fortunately copped the HIA at the end of the game, failed his HIA, so he'll be out for the Roosters for the next 2 games as well, which is a big loss. Look, he's threatened. He does these little runs out of dummy half. Probably interesting one for Tedesco. You can never rule him out for future series because his form next year at Clubland will probably be exceptional and probably for the rest of the season. But I do truly think that Teddy has not had a good series. I would hope New South Wales fans can agree with me on that. Straight up, I think the first 78 minutes of Origin 1 or 79 minutes of Origin 1, he was okay. Didn't really threaten too much. Had his moment at the end, the game-winning try. I think game 2, he was really quiet. And then game 3, he definitely tried his heart out for that first half, but didn't really create massive amount of chances, right? I think it was also spurred around, Martin, Crichton, Cleary, that sort of thing, creating those chances there. Cam Murray, that sort of thing. I'll be very intrigued. I reckon Dylan Edwards will probably get back into that spot next year, but you can never rule out James Tedesco. Bostock, 62 minutes. Unfortunately, he got a HIA as well. I'm not sure if he failed it and passed it. Interesting debut for Bostock because he didn't I didn't think he was outstanding, but I didn't think he absolutely shut the bed either. It was kind of in the middle, kind of not what I was expecting. He had some really strong moments. He only had 13 runs, 70 meters, 25 post contact. He did have, he had 3 errors in there, but he also had some really strong runs in there as well. I know he got the ball off a kick return and brought it out in goal. Really well done. But he also had 3 errors. He dropped an absolute cold as easy try the first 10 minutes. I know it ended up winning the game and scoring 5 minutes later, but I know people probably watching that moment and being like, Brian Toto would have scored that try. Brian Toto definitely would have scored that try. So, interesting one for Bostock. I want to see him in the Origin arena again, but that was definitely a big moment for him to go debut for New South Wales in his stadium that he usually plays in an Origin decider. Massive. I want to see Bostock there for game 1 and 2 next year, maybe. Marky Mark won't be there next year. Interesting one. Bostock plays right centre in NRL Clubland at the moment, and he's gone to left wing in Origin. which I know he's used to play left wing for the Dolphins, but he's gone from right centre this year to left wing. It's a big change. It's a big change. We know Brian Tyler can do it like left and right, but I honestly consider Brian Tyler one of the best wingers of the game, like literally. Bradman Best. What this bloke continues to do at Origin level, particularly in deciders, it is just absolute unreal. Absolute unreal. Scored a try, contentious or not, whatever. 14 runs, 199 meters, 27 post contact, 6 tackle breaks, 2 offloads, 10 tackles made. He had no errors as well. He was super solid. Locked down Toya for a lot of the night. Early on, I thought Toya maybe had the edge on him, but he was starting to get hold of Toya later in that game for sure, 100%. He's an absolute beast when it comes to Origin. Absolute beast. It's a weird one because he plays left center, but like I think in future you have to pick Latrell, like still like if he's healthy and that sort of thing, which is it sucks for Bradman Best, but when Latrell's not available, mate, Bradman Best, he's just absolutely unreal, particularly coming off that injury. Great selection by Laurie Daly. Tip my hat off to Laurie Daly for picking Bradman Best, even just packed for 2 weeks off injury. Outstanding performance. Critter. Thought Critter was really strong as well. Had that line break. Essentially, kind of had that assist for the try. Didn't really take too many runs of the ball. Only had 7 runs for the game. Maybe tiny bit quieter than what I thought, potentially. Still set up. Had a big setup for that second try for Nathan Cleary, though. Marky Mark. I thought Marky Mark ran the ball quite well. Under the high ball, probably not as good as what we are used to seeing. Didn't score a try in this one. Probably a little bit on the quiet side for Mark. Now, I know Mark is off to uni next year. Definitely thought he was way better in game 2. Well, I don't want to say he led in a try to his winger. That was pure, I'd say, a little bit of luck and bounce of the ball. But he didn't score one either. Didn't really absolutely light it up like I think he did in game 2. Didn't really have too much success under the high ball. I think Jojo Fafita, Selwyn Colbo did pretty well under the high ball against Mark. Whether Mark comes back to NRL or not, I'm not sure. I think New South Wales will be fine though. I think Brian Toto should be going back there. Mitch Moses. Now, Mitch Moses, kicking game, long kicking game, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding kicking game by Moses. Apart from that, I kind of didn't really notice him too much. Didn't have any sort of try assist, line break assist, that sort of thing. I thought he was pretty quiet, honestly. 23 tackles, 3 missed. Kicking me is 721. As I said, his long kicking game was outstanding. Had a forced dropout. I didn't really notice him too much until the game affecting it in a positive way for New South Wales. It definitely, I think it goes back to how his form has been at Clubland this year as well. And game 2 as well. I don't think Moses was that great. I don't think he's been that great at Clubland so far this year either. Honestly, Queensland fan, am more scared of Ethan Strange in that 6 jersey I was in game 1 than it was in game 2 and 3. I think Ethan Strange brings way more of a spark and X factor to this team. Now, I know Moses' long kicking game is outstanding. Ethan Strange doesn't quite have that. I still think Nathan Cleary can have that, long kicking game, and he does for Panthers. I would, depending on club form next year, I'd seriously be looking at popping Ethan Strange into that 6 role for next year and moving forward. Probably a little bit quieter game 2 and game 3 for Moses compared to other games that he's had before. Spoken about Nathan Cleary, absolutely outstanding. Best player on the field by a country mile, and I don't even think it was close. Scored 18 points in this one here, 2 tries, 4 conversions out of 5, kicked the penalty as well. 9 really hard runs, a line break as well, 3 tackle breaks, an offload, 26 tackles for 0 missed as well by Cleary. He was absolutely outstanding. I think Cleary tore Queensland an absolute new one. Absolute props to him. Payne Haas, I thought in the... How many minutes did he play? 55 minutes he played. This could be recency bias. It's probably one of the best Origin games I've seen Payne Haas play in terms of destructiveness. Now, it's not like the big minutes. It's not like he ran for 200 meters or anything. The 17 runs he had were super, super destructive. It really did tear down our middle. He had 128 run meters, 59 of those for post contact, 7 tackle breaks, and he had 2 offloads. He was absolutely killing us in the middle. Absolutely killing us. We really had no match. That was probably a point where I'd say a Lindsay, we really did miss a Lindsay Collins, that sort of situation there. A guy like Tom Flegler or no disrespect, like a Cotter sort of thing. We just unfortunately just couldn't handle it. Just could not handle Payne Haas in the middle. He was super destructive, and funny that as soon as he goes off, early in that second half as well, like Queensland started to work their way back into the game when Payne Haas went off the field. Reece Robson thought he was pretty crafty in the middle, went for a little bit of runs here and there. Still tossing up. Like you could start Robson, you could start Brayley, you could start Appy. I think it's a bit of a roulette of who you go for. I don't think Robson was bad. I think he was pretty solid, got the job done. Went some really solid runs at a dummy half, I thought. I really liked the way, probably more, that Reece Robson and Blake Brayley shared the role. I think Laurie Daly, compared to game two, it was way better managed. Way better managed. Probably should have talked about the coaching before I got into it, but is what it is. Mitch Barnett, 38 minutes. Is okay. Like he's my boy. He's a warrior, but he was okay. Like did solid enough. Made a lot of tackles. 26 tackles for 0 missed. Interesting one with Mitch Barnett. I don't know what New South Wales think. Like, I think New South Wales would be fine if he wasn't there. He's a great player, absolute great player. I think they would be fine though if they went another route with that second starting front row option. Yeah, interesting one with Mitch Barnett. Hudson Young thought he looked really threatening. Scored that late try on the buzzer. 22 runs of the ball, the most out of New South Wales. Always looks threatening with the ball though. 43 post contact, had a line break, 2 tackle breaks, 28 tackles for 3 miss. Thought he was very solid. Continues, in my opinion. I think he's definitely the best left edge in the comp. I think he is pretty much locked down that spot though. Played every single minute of the Origin series as well. Liam Martin, I'm going to cop it for this one. I bad Liam Martin, especially the selection. I just don't think he has this massive effect at Clubland as what people see it as. I think he has very limited runs. I just think he's like, I thought he was a bit overrated. And boy, egg on my face. Liam Martin was absolutely outstanding. Laurie Daly picked him. He was absolutely outstanding. Played the full 80. Well, he still had stats-wise, still only had the 8 runs of 47 meters, but he fully set up that try for Nathan Cleary. That second try, that line break assist to Critter, outstanding. 2 tackle breaks. He had 3 offloads, 40 tackles. He did have 7 missed, but that's mainly because he's leading the kick chase. His defensive intensity is on another level. Just what he brings to this New South Wales team was outstanding. Full credit to Liam Martin in that performance. Thought he was one of the New South Wales best on field. Absolutely outstanding as well. Just got in, got the work done. 67 minutes, 16 runs, 117 meters, 49 post contact, a tackle break as well. 38 tackles, 1 miss. Same shit as what he does at Clubland. Very good. Cam Murray, absolutely outstanding off the bench as well. I think he moved to centre for a little bit as well. He scored that try to pretty much break Queensland hearts in that first half, but he's outstanding off the bench. How this guy is coming off the bench, I will never know. As soon as this guy comes off the bench, it's just like alarm bells for Queensland. Absolute alarm bells. I do truly think in the future he should be starting for New South Wales. Anthony Blake played 25 minutes in this one here. Kind of surprised AFB did actually get on the field for 25 minutes. Now, I don't know if that was because of the HIAs, that sort of thing. I'm not sure if something happened to Barnett, because Liam Martin played 80, Hudson Young played 80, Payne Haas played 55. AFB, I think he just had a stint at the end of the first half and start of the second half, I believe, and then I think he came on for Payne Haas, which in hindsight, when I look back at it now, is actually pretty smart, because you need a big body in that middle to replace Payne Haas. Probably hasn't got the most opportunity in this Origin series, but I don't think he's also earned that opportunity. I don't think he's been amazing. Still 8 runs in that 25 minutes. He made 11 tackles, no miss. Very solid. Olakau'atu didn't get on the field, which I find very surprising, but I think that's because of the HIAs that happened. Blake Brayley, 30 minutes in this one here. Way better rotation with him and Robson compared to game 2. Way better. Laurie Daly absolutely smashed it. Blake Brayley, I think it was probably more just a fact of New South Wales just holding on, I guess, for that last 30 minutes when he came on, but still very solid. Had that last try assist as well. Ethan Strange, same thing for him. Came on for Bostock, played 15 minutes. Hard to really talk about Ethan Strange like he came on for Bostock the last 15 minutes. And then Kohler. Okay, Kohler. Kohler's respectively, probably, I don't want to say the worst New South Wales player in the night, but he's definitely down there for sure. Look, he had to go at fullback. Fullback's not his ideal spot. You'd have him at center. You'd have him at wing, probably second. But he has played wing like a fair few times for Manly this season. He played a second half. Mate, him under the high ball at fullback is absolutely nowhere. It kind of makes sense because when we watched him in Clubland, we thought, oh, Kohler at fullback is going to be unreal for Manly with that speed, just destructiveness, the agility. It's the other stuff that we figure out. It's the stuff under the high ball. It's the little stuff that Tedesco and Edwards and that sort of thing do so well that we kind of forget when it comes to a fullback position because Kohler is a great centre. He's a good winger. He's not a fullback. And I'm sure New South Wales fans can agree with me there. Really, 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 really struggled under the high ball. I think he let like 3 bombs bounce. One of them nearly cost them a try. It was just half a metre offside. And that could have brought the margin back to 6, and that could have been costly. Yeah, he let the bounce ball 3 times off a kick. We really should have gone for it there. I think the other one went back. I thought it went forward, but it is what it is. But in terms of the actual bench rotation and the game plan in New South Wales, they absolutely smashed it. They took it right to Queensland right from minute 1. Absolutely right from minute 1. It was so impressive. And the bench rotation, they absolutely smashed it. Even with all the HIAs that happened, Payne Haas playing 55 minutes, but a brutal 55 minutes. AFB coming on for the meantime there. Blake Brayley coming on for the last 30 minutes. For Reece Robson, very well managed there. Cam Murray played 57 minutes compared to his 40 in game 2. Absolutely way better there. And just really, really managed the bench really well. And I thought the game plan was outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Give Nathan Cleary the fucking ball and he'll do the job for you. Yeah, absolutely outstanding. What can you say as a Queensland fan? We got battered to pieces. The game plan was exceptional and fully deserved the win for sure. For Queensland, my God, that was disappointing. Hugely disappointing. And we go on all about that. We get Origin, that sort of thing. But now to lose 2 decides at Suncorp in a row, 2024, 2026. To lose 3 games at Suncorp in a row last year as well in game 1. It is disappointing. So disappointing. And I really did think, I just realized, I just saw our bench rotation. I thought the game plan was off. I thought the bench rotation was way off. I thought some of the things that Billy Slater did was super uncanny of him. Usually he's really on the ball, especially game 1 and game 2, but I thought these just really did not do a job here. I want to start with the bench rotation first before I get into the plays because I just seen it at the bottom and I did think I didn't see him on the field. I cannot believe in a fucking decider Patrick Carrigan doesn't get on the field. Now, if you're going to tell me, come out here and say Pat Carrigan wasn't fully fit, why did we pick him? If he was fit enough, he should be playing that Cam Murray type of role. I cannot believe Carrigan did not get on the field. Now, I know that shit happened, whether it's, Kate Ball struggled a little bit on the edge, Sammy Walker copped the HIA, that sort of things, and shit happens like that. But the fact that, no disrespect to Nanai or Liero, the fact that Liero played 44 minutes, Nanai played 30, I cannot believe Carrigan did not get on the field. I get, bring Capewell off, he was struggling, that sort of thing. Move Cotter to the edge, bring Carrigan on. We got absolutely killed in the middle, absolutely killed. You know what? The perfect person would have been for Payne Haas, destructing in the middle. Pat Carrigan. You know why? Because they played together in the same team, and Pat Carrigan is a huge body. I cannot believe Pat Carrigan did not get on the field. I cannot believe it. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely appalled by it. I remember seeing it during the game. I was like, where's Carrigan? I cannot believe. because I was so depressed at the time watching the game, I didn't really take focus of Carrigan then. I cannot believe he didn't get on the fucking field. I am just appalled by that. Like, Pat Carrigan should be starting this team, let alone not even, let alone, let's say, playing 40 minutes off the bench, let alone playing 20, let alone not even playing a fucking second. Now, I know he has not played clubland footy for, 4 or 5 weeks now, but I just go back to my first statement. Apparently, he was fit and ready to go. And if he wasn't fit and ready to go, why did we pick him? Why did we pick him? Just in hopes that he would maybe be good to go by Wednesday? I think Billy Slater really, really dropped the ball there, unfortunately, in not getting Carrigan on the field. I thought we really could have used a big body in that middle. Tom Flegler only played 31 minutes. We were getting dominated in the middle. Tino only played 41. We were getting absolutely dominated in the middle there. Cotter wasn't having a strong game, but he could have moved him to the edge for Kate Well at that time and brought Carrigan on. But in that second half, I think it was too late. I truly do think after Cleary probably scored that, the second try, even Cam Murray scored, perfect time to bring on Carrigan. We just needed a set in the middle, someone that's super solid, going to make their tackles and take a lot of runs and get us down the field and know they're probably not going to make an error. That guy is Carrigan. I cannot believe Pat Carrigan did not get on the field. I cannot believe it whatsoever. Really, really, really appalled by that, by Billy Slater and Queensland. But start at the back, KP. 73 minutes. Look, I don't know why when Sam Walker came back, I don't know. Well, I don't think Sam Walker was having the best game in the world. I'll get to Sam Walker in a bit. I don't think he was having, nowhere near the games he was having in Game 1 and Game 2. And I fully get the fact that when Sam Walker went off, you probably needed to bring Reece Walsh on. But also in Game 2, was it Cam Munster got a HAA? And they just decided to put Plath in the halves for a little bit there. Why was it different this time? I don't know. Credit to Reece Walsh. I thought he was actually really strong when he came on. I'll get to that in a bit. Why the fuck would you take KP off? I thought he looked really damaging with the ball, really destructive. And it just felt like the more you gave him the ball, the closer you were going to get to him making a line break and having a try assist. Because he did have a try assist, but I thought he looked really, really threatening with the ball. He had 20 runs, had a line break assist, try assist, tackle break. In my opinion, I thought he looked really threatening. I thought he was very close, making a huge line break in this game and tearing it apart. I'm very surprised that, they brought Sam Walker back on and decided to bring KP off. I thought that was a not so smart decision in my opinion. Again, going on the Carrigan decision, just little shit like that you don't often see from Billy Slater. I just thought he probably got it wrong last night. Cobbo, again, probably our best player in the field. I know he probably should have got man of the match in Game 2. He's probably our best in Game 1 as well, along with Sam Walker. Again, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Score a try in this one here. Lucky, whatever it is, call it. 23 runs, 271 meters, 48 post contact, 4 tackle breaks. Outstanding. He made some super, super tough runs in there. Full respect to Cobbo, because I did not think at the start of the year Cobbo would be back in the Origin arena, let alone being Queensland's best for Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3. He was absolutely outstanding. Full credit to Selwyn Cobbo. Bobby Toyer had a couple moments. Thought he had that try to really get us back into the game in that second half there. Thought he locked down Bradman somewhat to a T. I thought that was a really good battle, I thought, between the two of them, to be honest, Toyer and Bradman. Probably Bradman getting the better of him in the end there. Toyer, I don't think it was bad, but I don't think he was outstanding. 23 tackles to 3 missed. Hammer, look, he scored a try right before halftime, gave us a sniff there, but we didn't really see the destructiveness of Hammer like we do did in Game 1 and Game 2, where we really can tear a game apart. New South Wales locked him down really well. Critter did a really, really strong job not getting Hammer any good open space, and I don't think it really gave the chance to have Hammer any open space either. Only 10 runs to Hammer in this game here. Just really didn't give Hammer or our centers a lot of the ball in this game. So, look, probably one of Hammer's quieter games despite him scoring a try, but in terms of what we know he can do in the Origin arena and literally tearing a game apart and having his big line breaks using his pace, wasn't there. It was not there, and I truly don't think we gave him a good early ball either. Jojo Fafita, big respect to Jojo Fafita. I think Probably a surprise selection by Billy Slater at the start of the series to a lot of people. I think for the 3 games, he's been really, really solid. Scored a try in this one here, 16 runs. He takes some tough runs, man. He's happy to put his hand up and take these tough runs. Kept Bostock out. That was always a good battle there. Like, Bostock definitely had the edge over him in the air. Kept Bostock out. It was a really, really good battle, I thought. And I don't think Fafita, again, was outstanding. I just don't think he was bad. Munster, again, absolute tried his ass off. I don't want to say try his ass off. Like, honestly, like they all did. Like, it was an origin decider, but Munster really tried to create a lot of different opportunities. Again, we've seen better games from Munster Origin level. Like, we know what he can do. Whether that's Munster's last Origin game or not, if it is, like, huge thank you and so grateful to Munster, what he's done for the state. Been captain of the side last year and this year as well. He's been unreal what he's done in his Origin career. So massive props to Cam Munster. Just didn't quite have it on the night. He tried to create different opportunities here and there. It just didn't quite happen for him the night. Sammy Walker, spoke about him a little bit. Off night for him, definitely. Had a HA, like a really weird HA in that second half there. I don't think didn't land one from the boot as well. Didn't have like that destructive sort of running game that he usually had. Kicking game was a bit off. I don't want to use the C word, choked, but did look a bit frightened by the spotlight of a Origin decider at home, I feel like. Look, he'll only be better from it, Sammy Walker. The interesting one for next year, maybe, like Sammy Walker and Tom Dearden potentially in the halves. Whether Munster goes around again, whether he's like got the form again, I'm not quite sure. Just think Sammy Walker, just think they targeted him a lot. He was very highly pressured by Liam Martin a lot of the night as well. Did really well kick pressuring him as well. And then like keeping away from his running game. Flegler, 31 minutes. Again, didn't really do a whole lot. Like, we got battered in that first 30 minutes up front. Really, I thought with Payne Haas and that sort of thing. This is where I'd probably be starting Carrigan at 13 and having Cotter at 10. Because I think Cotter's an absolute mad dog. I just think having a lock and like relying him to be like a linchpin for like these plays, I just rely on maybe Carrigan a little bit more in that situation. Or even yeah. Oh, I'm just disappointed, really disappointed. Harry Grant played that 80, looked really threatening. Like, they shut him down pretty well, but he did have his little moments here and there. He's just superb with getting his sticks against as well. Probably thought he was probably like top 3 for Queensland for the night, if I'm being completely honest, but still didn't really have any big attacking stats. Just looked like to create really fast like ruck play, create those 6 again opportunities. Tino only played 41 minutes. I probably want to see Tino play a little bit more minutes in Origin, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe like 50. Try and like match it with Payne Haas in a way. 11 runs, 92 meters, 35 post contact, 27 tackles, 4 missed. Forgot to say, shout out to Harry Grant, 52 tackles for 3 missed as well. Probably want to see Tino play a little bit more minutes though in the middle, if I'm being completely honest. Bridget Nickera, interesting one with Nickera. Like, he had this one moment where he had a head clash with Teddy, and Teddy went down and he like stood over him, like he fucking just dunked on him. Very, very interesting, and never really seen that in rugby league before. I feel like there's got to be another way forward. There's got to be. I feel like I don't want to say it, but I feel like a Helium Lukey. I feel like a Kulikefe Finefuyaki would have done a real good job on that right edge. I just don't know if Nickera is the guy. He's been solid the first 2 games. This one, probably not. Only like 9 runs of the ball, same as like clubland level. He made 49 tackles. Shout out to him. 7 missed. Like, they just targeted him all night long. They went left. They went left. They went left. Hudson Young on him all fucking night. I would like to see Finefuyaki there next year. Like, if you were to have like your game 4, I think Finefuyaki should be starting it on that right edge, for sure. Kurt Capewell, probably not to forget. I absolutely love Kurt Capewell. I thought he was really solid game 1 and game 2, but probably had a night to forget in this one here. I think he got pulled off after 50 minutes in this one here. Only had 8 runs of the ball, 22 tackles, 2 missed, but he did have 2 errors, and they were just crucial errors in our own half as well, just to give New South Wales easy possession. Had a really crucial, not that it led to points, but just a really crucial error. I think it was in our first set in the second half. Our first fucking set. Like, we needed to make a statement from the get-go in that second half, 18-4 down, and we go out and we make a shit little error like that. Super, super disappointing. Ruben Cotter, 68 minutes in the middle, 13 runs, 89 meters, 32 post-contact, 41 tackles, 4 missed. Had a stone cold drop ball in the first half, which I think ended up leading to more pressure and then ended up leading to points. Probably not one of Cotter's strong points in this game here. Again, just leads me back to the fact Carrigan just would have been an absolute perfect person to bring onto the field. Perfect person. It is what it is. Maxi Plath, I absolutely love Maxi Plath. Maxi Plath will literally play the next fucking 7 Origin series. Like, he is insane. I absolutely love Maxi Plath. 52 minutes, 10 runs, 27 post contact meters, 30 tackles for 1 miss. He's an absolute machine. 2 tackle breaks and offload. He's a proper Queenslander. Like, literally, when you look at Queenslander, he's only his first year, and we're looking at this guy as Queenslander. He will be in this Queensland team for a very, very, very long time. Paddy Carrigan, outstanding. 0 minutes. Fuck's sake. Nano, 30 minutes. I actually thought Nano was pretty good off the bench. Now, I thought he was pretty, tried to create some opportunities off the bench here in that 30 minutes that he had. Very limited time. Tried to create a lot of opportunities there. Looked very eager with the ball as well. Look, it's only 30 minutes, but I did think he looked pretty threatening when he did have the ball. Nearly had a line break. And a line break assist, I think, for potentially Toya in that second half there. I could be wrong though. But I actually did enjoy Nanai off the bench. Liero, like him playing 44 minutes. Why Liero came on instead of Carrigan? Again, I keep talking about fucking Carrigan not coming onto the field, but it truly does piss me off. No disrespect to Liero whatsoever, but like everyone can agree that Carrigan is the better player than Liero and would have been the perfect person. Liero just didn't threaten the game like he should. Like, I get he's not meant to be that super threatening guy, but if we needed a settler in the middle, Pat Carrigan was your guy. Him coming on late in the first half when we were 18-0 down just like made no sense whatsoever. Carrigan, again, would have been the absolute perfect person in that situation. I don't think the scoreline is 30-12. If I'm talking about this morning and Ligero didn't get on the field and Carrigan's played 44 minutes, I think my look at this game is completely different. If we still lost 30-12 and Carrigan played 44 minutes, fine. Absolutely fine. But that really pisses me off, the fact that we got battered and Carrigan does not get on the field. We're talking about a Wally Lewis medalist here. A Wally Lewis fucking medalist. And Reece Walsh came off for 36 minutes. You know what, Reece Walsh? Credit to him. His clubland form has been down this year. I thought he looked super threatening when he had the ball. He looked super eager. It did look like a message went down to Reece Walsh from Billy to say, look, just absolutely run as hard as you can and just go absolute ballistic. And I think he fully tried his ass off and just tried to create a lot of opportunities. In the 36 minutes, he had 9 runs of the ball, 26 post contact, 6 tackle breaks in 33 minutes. 6 tackles, no miss. Now, I don't know what sort of position he was playing because KP was on at the same time, that sort of thing. But I did really like the 36 minutes that Reece Walsh played. It was probably one of the better 36 minutes that Reece Walsh has played all season. I wonder if that kicks him back into a little bit of club form. I'm not sure, but I was actually quite surprised actually to see, considering Reece Walsh at the Broncos this year. I was like, I'm not. Maybe if New South Wales, I'd be kind of scared, but yeah. He looked super threatening. He was very, very close to breaking this game apart. It was just one little missed tackle away. He was had a try assist or a try. I actually did really like Reece Walsh coming onto the field. I know it's for a HIA, that sort of thing, and they kept them on the field. But still, this bench rotation, what the fuck is going on? Seriously, what is going on? Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. And then they just game plan overall by Queensland compared to game 1 and game 2 was just nowhere near executed compared to game 3. Absolutely nowhere near executed. It just baffles me the fact that in game 1 we had a 20-point lead. Game 2 we put 40 on them. In game 3 we get battered like that. What changed so much? Literally, what changed so much for that to happen? Quite outstanding. I Hands up, okay? If you're listening, I've got my hands up in the moment. I'm not blaming this fully on the ref or the bunker. I thought some Klein decisions were just way off the ball, absolutely way off the ball. And then that fucking bunker decision. I know the bunker wasn't happening because of like Telstra outage yesterday, but for the NRL to immediately, pretty much after the game, come out and said that Bostock touched that ball, it's just like, how do you immediately come out after the game and say that? And it's like, what did they not see in the replays up there when it was happening, getting reviewed, that we didn't see? Everyone saw that he touched it, and it's like, you see that club, like, this continues to happen. It's happening every week now. There's a howler, and I don't want to be one of those guys, but I think at that time it was 18-8, 18-8, and that made it 24-8. Hypothetically, 18-8, we get another set of 6 on New South Wales line. If we score there, we're within a try. But we are within a try. Let's say we don't. It's still 18-8. We're still within a sniff. That was a killer. That was an absolute killer. That was so brutal. Like, credit to Brandon Best for like doing that, going that distance and fending off KP. But like, fuck me. Like, come on. Like, it's just destroying the game, and it just really did destroy this game. I'm sure New South Wales fans can say that he touched it because it's just so blatantly obvious. And we had one with Tane Torpicky a few weeks ago against the Cowboys where he fully touched it. There was another one with Xavier Savage 2 weeks ago where he said like he touched it but it went back. Like, what are we doing here? Genuinely, what are we doing here? Are we having an absolute laugh? It's an absolute joke what is happening. But I said New South Wales were way, way better on the night, guys. Like, way, way better. It's not even close. New South Wales fully deserved this win. Full credit to them, winning 30-12. They absolutely ambushed Queensland on their fucking home territory, and it's super disappointing. So disappointing. But you got to speak the truth. And if you're a good podcaster, like that sort of thing, or like a true rugby league fan, you should be coming out and saying that New South Wales deserve to win that game. No matter what side you're on, New South Wales were the better team. As I said at the start, I was pretty shocked that Queensland had a couple chances to be within a try of this game because, like, due to goal kicking, that sort of things, yeah, it was super, super disappointing by Queensland. But I said full credit to New South Wales. But that'll do it for me, guys. Congratulations to New South Wales. Congratulations to New South Wales fans for winning 2026 State of Origin. Queensland will well and truly be back. I'm not worried whatsoever. But that'll do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And cheers.